What's going on, Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back with more tech and more reviews, and this time we're going to be looking at the Sony WH-1000XM4, but from this point on we're going to just call them the Sony M4s. So let's check them out. So first off, this is the actual box that they come in. Just to do a little real estate on this box, because they tell you basically everything you need to know right up front. This is what the headphone is going to look like. Comes in two separate colors, either this silver that they advertise as being silver, which is really more beige, or you get a black. You get the Google Assistant capability, which we'll talk about that in just a little bit when we get to our application. It also has Alexa built in. You get 30 hours of battery. This is Bluetooth. It can be used wired as well. And then you have multi-directional pads. It comes with this case, carrying case. You get an app. So let's go ahead and get these things open and see what they look like on the inside. Now that we actually got them open out and we've been using these for a little while, let's talk about the actual sound, let's talk about the fit, and let's talk about that price. So price tag up front, first off, it's going to cost you about $350 for these headphones. Doing the real estate on the actual headphone itself, you get USB Type-C charging, you get a headphone adapter right here, your power cable right here, custom button where you can actually make this customized to Alexa, Google, or you can actually make this customized where it controls your ambient sound as well as noise cancellation. Over here you have your NFC marker right there. This is on the right side over here is going to be where you control all of your sounds, your calling features, your touch controls, volume up and down, song going back and forth. That's where all those things are controlled at. Now, as mentioned, this device has 5 mics built into it. It has multi-device pairing, which it can actually connect to 2 devices at one time. Has a 30-hour battery life. A 10-minute charge will get you 5 hours of play on this. It has wear detection, so when you take this off, music will stop. When you put these on, your music will start back up. Has speak to chat, and it also has ambient sound mode, so you can tune into things that are going on around you. Now, all these things can be customized through the application. Now, I can't say enough about the sound on this because these sound amazing. When you put these on, they basically drown out everything that's going on around you. So this is really going to be great for if you're in the studio, if you are actually studying and you need just peace and quiet, if you're listening to lectures, if you're in college, if you're on office calls. These are going to be great for calls. The 5 mics on here really make it a plus when you are using it for conference calls, if you're at work, or if you just need to get some business done. This is a great pair of headphones for calls. And when you actually look at the comfort, these are probably some of the most comfortable ear pads that I've had ever. And the actual comfort strip right up here in the top of your head, probably one of the most soft pieces that I've had. I've had no issues out of comfort when using these. I can wear these for hours at a time, not have any issues. Not saying that I'm wearing them for hours at a time, but my max is about 30 minutes and I had no issues while wearing these. So you actually have your application right here. Setting up that app is no problem. It's a breeze. Once you actually turn this on, which I'm going to just turn the headphones on for you. They're on. I'm going to connect. and it's actually already connected to my Note 20 Ultra as well as my iPad Pro. And there we go. We see that we are connected, and we can go in and change our adaptive sound. You can change all your detections. These things can be totally customized through this application. So speak to chat, just basically what happens in speak to chat mode when you are actually starting to talk and you're playing music or playing videos in the background, that music or video will shut itself down, and then it will actually allow you to be able to hear yourself speaking as you're doing that. You actually have an equalizer you can control. So this application is going to be basically where you're going to control everything. Sound on these things, like I said, are really amazing. The basses are nice and deep, and probably some of the best highs and mid ranges that I've heard on some headphones. So from this point on, what we're going to do is we're going to actually let the application or the phone show you the rest, because you're not going to be able to hear these while I have them on my head. But what I'll do is I'll give you a sample of what these are going to sound like while they are off. So I can actually do this while they're off. Play a little D'Angelo. So this is my right ear. All of my touch control are over here. Let's see. So touch control is not working while it's off my head. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the music, put these on. Okay, so I got it on my head now, and I'm going to just basically double tap. By double tapping, that's going to actually turn my music on. Now, it's really loud in my headphones, but I have my hand cupped over the right ear, which actually activates the ambient mode so I can hear what's going on around me. If I take my hand off, I can't hear anything going on around me but the music itself. Now, the cool thing about these headphones is when I actually take off the things, boom, as soon as I took them off, stop the music. I'm going to put them back on my head. And as soon as I put them back on, music started back up. You can see that from the actual screen. You have volume control up and down, just swiping up and down on here. You actually have the controls over here on the side for going forward and backwards on songs. And that's pretty much it. This is a solid pair of headphones, and probably the best headphones that I have had ever in my life. Now, I know a lot of you are probably saying that there are other companies that have better headphones out there at maybe a more reasonable price, or maybe around the same price. I have not tried those, but like I'm saying, for me personally, these are probably some of the best headphones that I've had. Now, I do have this connected to my phone, but it's also connected to my favorite device, because this is the device that I take everywhere that I go, and this is what I do most of my work on. Now, the headphones application is not exactly optimized, as you can see from here. It's not optimized for the iPad itself. So I do have these connected, like I said, to both of these devices at this time. And what happens is, if you want to take advantage of using these between or across devices, you have to make sure that this device is actually on pause or on hold at that moment. And then you can actually swap over to the next device. So right here, you can see I have my device right there. I'm going to just find some music. Let's see what we got going on. Not now. And we have music. So what's going on right now is the music is playing directly out of here. Still sounds good, still sounds crystal clear. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my head. Let's see. So if you're doing work over here and you get a phone call over here, you'll still be able to keep up with both the devices. Just answer the phone, and then when you get done, you come back over here and finish doing any of your work. Putting this on my head right now. I'm going to play the song. Now I'm going to actually change that song by swiping. And then what I want to do now is turn down the volume. So from my headset on the right side, what I'm going to do is swipe down. And as you can see, the volume is actually dropping. So you control your full range of music on this device right here. So you have touch controls on this side, which would be your right. Touch controls here. You have USB Type-C charging. You have your custom button, which we forgot to mention. But basically what the custom button is going to do, and I'll show you right quick. Custom button will allow you to change depending on what you want to do. So if you want custom button to use your Google Assistant, you can do so. If you want to use Alexa, you can. I'm happy with mine just changing my ambient sound control and things like that, but each button does its own little thing. Your power button, push it one time, it goes through those modes, and long press actually goes through the noise cancellation optimizer. Same with the other modes, it gives you different options just like your Google Assistant. Press one time for voice notifications, cancel audio input, things of that nature. And then I don't want that. Boom. Hold up. There we go. So there we go. The controls are really simple. The controls are really easy. And I think that this is a great pair of headphones to actually use with your iPad as well as conjunction with your cell phone. So hopefully this has been able to help someone out. Until next time, continue to please give me that big thumbs up and please subscribe. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.